Alrighty, I've got a lot to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get started with what's going on right now. Absolutely nothing. If we look actually toward Amarillo, there is some fire weather watches for the fire weather that is coming within this next couple of weeks, which I will be talking about in a bit. Let's start with Wednesday, March 4th's outlook. We have a slight risk across Oklahoma and Texas, which I will be covering both of those, most likely. I don't know if I'll be able to stream though due to a conflict. But this is March 4th, Wednesday, March 4th. This is going to be late March. This is going to be early March 4th or early March 5th. Sorry, and then this all lines up. This is the Cape. So this is the not very vulnerable atmosphere to produce a storm or two, but it's not as vulnerable as it usually is to produce a tornado. This storm will come with a dry line, which is pretty much normal for a storm across a line like that. Composite says close to one, maybe two supercells. A slight risk is mainly for hail, I think, and wind. And this is the convective precip, so I don't know if we will be getting much out of this system. But then as we move on to March 5th, we have another slight risk, and this is going to stretch from, this is Grady County all the way over to Amarillo, all the way down to in southern Texas. Let's talk about this date. This is March 5th. So we move on. Here is March 4th again. Then we move on to March 5th. As you can see, stuff starts to bubble up here in the OKC metro area. And then kind of moves out around March 6th and 7th. Going back, here is March 5th again. Here is the supercell composite. As you can see, this is why we have a slight risk, because there's one, maybe to two supercells, maybe even zero, that are capable of producing a tornado or two in this cell. And we will be talking about March 6th in a second. Here is Friday, March 6th. This is a bigger date, especially because I bet you we could see an enhanced risk stretching from Lawton, or maybe even closer to OKC, up and toward the border. As you can see, which you just saw a little bit of, this is March 6th. This does not look too bad to some people, but as you go to the supercell composite, it gets worse. Somewhere in here, it gets worse, as you can see. This is a late night March 6th. As you can see, there's 5 supercells here, and toward the OKC metro there's 2, toward the borders there's 1. That's why there's a slight risk, and I expect maybe an enhanced risk to be issued through this area right around here on March 6th. March 7th's risk is more toward Dallas and Hugo, that area of Oklahoma. Let me actually go back because I'm making sure I'm not missing anything for Dallas. Most of this is for Oklahoma, but Texas is not going to get as much. They still are in the risk, as you can see in some of these, like the DFW's in this risk. I think this Abilene in that risk, and DFW is also in this risk. But whenever I stream, I talk about both of them, so we will be okay. This is a smaller risk. This is March 7th, so let's head to March 7th here. Here is March 7th. This most likely comes with a dry line too, so it might be capable of producing things. This looks a lot different than some of the storms. They look more. There looks like there's going to be more storms. Maybe not as such capable of producing a tornado, but as you can see, the SPC, not the SPC, the supercell composite has around 1. This is Saturday, March. This is March 7th, and then as you move into March 8th, there's not much. See, there's going to be a lot of storms popping up and being capable of producing a tornado due to the very vulnerable atmosphere in this time, as you can see. As actually, this is Friday, March 6th. As you can see, this 1,600 joules per kilogram, and that's early March 6th. That's like early morning March 6th. That's capable of a storm or two producing maybe a tornado. And then as we move on, as you can see, the Cape really dies out in that area. Let's look at what is going to be happening after these dates. As you can see, we move on. Here's all those dates we talked about. This is March 8th. As you can see, it kind of all goes away, and it looks like to just be some showers in southern Texas. And then things start to pop up again around March 10th, like that video I posted the other day, saying that stuff will start to ramp up from March 10th to, not March 10th, March 6th through March 11th, through through central Oklahoma and central Texas. As you can see, things start to change, and this is going to be around. This is March 11th, Wednesday, March 11th. As you can see, we've got 3 to 4 supercells that can pop up with this squall line of storms. As we move on, let's see more things start to pop up, and it looks to be another squall line. Now, I'm guessing this has a dry line too. Yes, it does. The composite, maybe not as severe as it looks to be. I don't think, I mean, if there's nothing much on the supercell composite, it probably will not be as severe as, some of the stuff that's going on back toward these dates in March. But we will see what the SPC says on those outlooks. Here is today's outlook. Well, not today's. This is Tuesday's outlook, sorry. Marginal risk, hail threat, wind threat, about it. March 4th is more of a wind and a hail threat, I'm also guessing. This will stretch from Dallas to the Oklahoma-Arkansas border and Waco. March 5th's risk, I told you Abilene, San Angelo, and Childress, Texas will be in those. And this is also stretching from Waco all the way up to Kansas City, Missouri, but that's Missouri. And this is stretching from San Angelo up over to, this is around Hugo, Oklahoma. And these risks will be, is my slideshow not playing? No, it is. Okay, sorry about that. These risks will mostly be more of a tornado and a wind and a hail threat, nothing really else. There will be lightning with these storms, probably a lot of lightning actually with these storms. By the way, you are going to see a lot more videos coming out this week because it is going to, well, not maybe this week, but storm season is definitely coming, and usually this means not just one video weekly, you might see 2 to 3 due to the weather, because, I could post the weekly video, and then the very next day a slight risk or an enhanced risk, or a marginal risk, not a marginal, a moderate risk gets issued, and then I have to post about that. Live streams, I will be live streaming as much as I can these severe weather events, because I want to keep everybody who watches this channel safe. Thank you for watching, and thank you.